And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Boston Red Sox. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. Singy, we're going to see a lengthy win streak put to the test.
Over the course of a full season, Boog, there are few stretches where a team is clicking offensively, defensively, starting pitching, and bullpen. Right now, this is one of those stretches for this club.
Just about ready to go here at Fenway. On the hill here today, Garrett Crochet. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. But I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
And he lays down a bunt. Safe. It's an infield single to start the ball game.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now.
Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike two. Crochet, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Hangs and misses. It's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss if the hitter's away.
Swings through that one, it's a strikeout.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump and it lasts for several games, even a week or more. Right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Just missed. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string of the changeup.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Back here at Fenway, and on the mound now, Roy Oswalt.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out on the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Jarren Duran. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That one misses, and that's ball two.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a miss, strike one. To the right side, Rodriguez. He takes it on his own. One up, one down. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup, put together by manager Alex Cora. And a big factor for them in recent games, Jarren Duran.
Yeah, he's got a hit in 10 straight games, Boog. I mean, clearly swinging the bat well right now and carrying that momentum from game to game, just being real consistent at the plate. Look for him to have some good at-bats here today.
One out, bases empty. Comes up empty.
0-2 is the count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Next to hit, Manuel Valdez. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. 2 outs, bases empty. And he grounds one to the right side. Rodriguez takes it to the bag. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Red Sox go to back here in Boston, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Edward Olivares.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games, so I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
And down on strikes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Drew. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Number 22, the next to hit, takes ball 1. No score here in the second. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, but he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
And down on strikes he goes. 2 out.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up.
Well, he settles under it in left, and that will end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. The pitch. Hit high in the air. There it goes. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Power versus power right there. Like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. 15 straight games with a knock. This guy's red hot.
The pitch. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Adam out front for the strikeout. Here's O'Neill Cruz, second in the American League in hitting. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Mitch Garver up to hit here.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
And that one fouled off.
Oswalt is such a good pitcher, and the reason why is pretty simple. His fastball is electric, and he has a breaking ball that falls off a table.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
On the ground right side, Johnson. They limit the damage here. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. On to the third inning, and now the catcher comes up to him, Henry Davis. First pitch misses. Davis in his 4th year in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Ashburn at the plate now. That's ball 1. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 away now. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Barry Larkin. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to as we go to the last of the 3rd. Now batting Jarren Duran. And here it comes. That one fouled off. Fall off foul. Next pitch is outside.
It's a good take.
And another ball. Inside, almost got him. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout. Next to hit, Jackson Holliday. He's 0 for 1. Here comes the 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground, right side. Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results, though. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's the second baseman, Enmanuel Valdez.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. A gigantic blast. That's career homer number 149. And they boost their lead. It's 4-0. Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's Singy. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
That one ripped right center field. Gotta eat. They go back to back. His second home run of the game. It's 5-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And now it's going to be Tyler O'Neill. There's a swing and a drive. He jacks that one out to left. Homer number 25 on the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check it.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Bailey Falter. He's into the game with the bases empty. And here is O'Neill Cruz. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They've got to be happy with the 6 runs they've thrown on the board. That's usually enough offense to win you the game, so they just have to keep doing what they're doing.
Luis Robert up next for the Red Sox. Smoked into left, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Now this is in the air down the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Roman Anthony. 0 for 1 so far. Step off, throw to first. Robert back in standing. And that one is lifted in the air. Gwynn grabs it on the run. As we go to the top of the 4th, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Tony Gwynn. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Irvin stands in now and watches strike 1. That's towards center. Robert on the move. Makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Edward Olivares, the next Pirate to hit. Up the middle, Holiday. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back inside Fenway Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jarren Duran. Falter back to work. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Duran, round second on his way to third. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He scores, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So man aboard, and now Enmanuel Valdez. He's already homered in this game. He was late there. Strike 1. No outs. Runner on second. Wouldn't chase that time. The 1-1. Line drive, caught. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Now
So stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. And a ground ball to first. Off balance throw in time. And 2 away now. And now the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. He's already homered here in this one. He swings and fouls one off. And that one hammered. Ashburn ranging back. In comes the run from third. It's 8-0. And it bangs off the monster. And he'll pull him to third with an RBI triple.
He was all over that one. Anytime you smoke the ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
And in scoring position with 2 away. O'Neill Cruz will hit next. 1 for 2. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Swings and misses. 0-2. O'Neill on third with 2 out. That one missed.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, look for something down.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's going to be number 22. There's a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack.
Oh, diving stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Now at the plate, Termarr Johnson. The 0-1. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Davis in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
And he takes a strike.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Still 8-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for Boston, Luis Robert. The pitch. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. A laser to left. His 24th home run of the season. And they add a run. It's 9-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Gus Varner gets handed the rock out of the pen.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Mitch Garver. To third. Could be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So, man aboard, Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. And the first offering is not close.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And he takes it himself for the out. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Jarren Duran. 1 for 3. To the right side. Play at the plate. Got him. And at first, Jackson Holliday. Now at the plate. And it's fouled away. Ground ball up the middle. And that chance handle gets it to first. That ends the inning. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. It's now 9-0. And we're back here at Fenway Park. And here's the first baseman, Endy Rodriguez. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Rodriguez measures 6 feet even, 200 pounds, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Check swing, no appeal, and it's 2-1. Fastball for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Sent down on strikes. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. So the Pirates' batting order turns over. Richie Ashburn, the next Pirate to hit. And first offering is fouled off. The Pirates with a lot of ground to make up. And we're the top half of the 6th.
Ball, that's too high.
That
Ball
misses
2.
the zone, and it's 2-1. One down, base is empty. And it's filled up. Got him looking for the catch. Two outs. Base is empty. Up next for the Pirates, Barry Larkin. First pitch, and he just misses. Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning. Tony Gwynn, the next Pirate to hit. Fastball for a strike.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great play against him.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Red Sox back here. Fenway, bottom of the inning. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Manuel Valdez. As he turns on the rubber, with that good live arm delivers. And the 0-1. Inside, just missed. Well struck, right field. That's back there. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. It gets down, a base hit. Ashburn whips it in quickly. Runner holds at third. It's second and third to start the inning.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. Got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Now it's the power speed combo. Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. At the belt and fires. Stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Here's the 2-2. Swing a high fly ball deep left field. That one's back. And that baby's gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second 1-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate when he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ball.
The left-hander on now, Josh Fleming.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Here's the third baseman, O'Neal Cruz. And first offering is fouled off. The Red Sox up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground to first. Boots it. To first, and he just gets it there in time. One away.
Tough play on the bear. And at second, but he made it look smooth. Love that.
Robert now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kendall Graveman up and throwing. In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
This one in the air, center field. Ashburn hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Mitch Garver up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Way out front for strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
What a stop to first, and they get the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Mason Miller.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Now the left fielder, Monty Irvin. That's through there for a strike. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Way out front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Late with the swing there.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Righty delivers. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Termarr Johnson, the next Pirate to hit. First offering, and it just misses. The Pirates with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Just off the outside edge, and a count 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as it.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So one left for Pittsburgh. Hasn't been their day. It's set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Roman Anthony. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
So the lineup flips over, and next is the designated hitter, Jarren Duran. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. The Red Sox up big in this one here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Bounced up the middle, Johnson. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. Now it's the shortstop, Jackson Holliday. That one backed up the middle, and it gets through. Runner in from 3rd to extend their lead. It's 13-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And Manuel Valdez digs in now. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. And a pitch. Into center and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only one away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. You often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Tries to get back and save.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
A little up front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Two on, 2 outs. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time. So the drop 3rd strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. For the top of the 8th, here's the catcher, Henry Davis. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. On the ground. The throw to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Andy Rodriguez. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Swings through that.
0-2 is the count.
One down, base is empty. And that's off the inside edge. And the count 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him. 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Richie Ashburn. There's a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Just missing there. And that is ball 1. Up the middle, Holiday throws to first in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing. Back here at Fenway Park, on to the bottom of the 8th. Down the third baseman, O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. And that baby's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His second homer this series. It's 14-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
And now, Luis Robert fires over to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. So digging in, Mitch Garver.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And a foul ball. 1 run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball left side, and that one finds its way through.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
And that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Back-to-back base hits. I could watch base hits like that one all day long.
Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Kendall Graveman.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jarren Duran, the next to hit. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And it hits off the monster. 1 run is in. Relay to third. Hung up in a rundown now. And he's out easily. So man aboard, Jackson Holiday up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a pop-up. Brings it in, and that'll do it. They put 2 on the board on 4 hits, no errors. Back here in Boston, now Barry Larkin. Swinging a foul straight back. The wind and the pitch. That to right. O'Neal drifts towards it. Makes the grab. There's 1 down. He's 2 outs away. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Tony Gwynn. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. And it's strike 2.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
One down, base is empty. Up and in, and the count 1-2. sends him down looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
There's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Irvin in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. That one finds the zone. Going to count 1-2. 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
This one ends 15-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Trying to get up to come down. Got to think about a pound. The gold with the Lex in the crown. Make it will come around. Trying to get up to come down. Booming like a sub underground. The whole city hearing this around. We all on the get up to come down.
Back at it one more game. Cranking my motor, revving my engine, chilling the AC till it's colder than a breeze in Alaska. Sunshine like the winter time just passed us. Watch our laws and jaggers, cause you're too clean to be taken. I keep it tucked off in my clothes, you'll never catch me out your bucket naked.
Time level, 3 hours and 56 minutes.